Hi, in this video I will demonstrate the deployment process of iTrust in AWS in the production server. As well as I'll also show you how we are triggering a Jenkins build after a git push is done to the iTrust repository. To start with, I have two AWS instances here. One will be our Jenkins server and the other the production server in which we will deploy the iTrust application. Now let's move on to the code. First, the host file. We can see that we have a Jenkins file, Jenkins server for iTrust configured, as well as a production server for iTrust. Now let's see the code. To start with, in our local machine, we will run iTrust_AWS YAML file. So this calls the iTrust Jenkins server and then installs the Jenkins server inside it, and also it creates two Jenkins jobs, one to deploy iTrust into the production environment and another to deploy iTrust in a rolling update way. So in the Jenkins server, we have another Ansible playbook which is being triggered. So this is the Jenkins playbook that is triggered in the Jenkins job. This playbook is used to configure the production environment to host the iTrust application. Here we can see that the Tomcat server is being set up and the var is being copied and run. I have already run the iTrust_AWS YAML and it has run successfully here, and thus the Jenkins server is now up at this URL. So this is our Jenkins server. We can see that the jobs are now configured here and the iTrust job has run successfully. Let's go inside the iTrust job and first have a look at the configure. We can see that the code is being retrieved from the Git repository and we have a polling in place which is required for automatic trigger of the build job from a git push, and we are doing a Maven test on it and then invoking the playbook iTrust deploy AWS to deploy the application in the production environment, as well as to prepare the production environment for the application. As the job for this has already run, let's have a look at the console output. You can see that the Maven test is being done here, and after the Maven test is complete, the Ansible playbook is run and it configures the Apache server inside the production server as well as starts the server. Now this is the IP address where the production server is up, and thus the application is deployed here. We can access it by accessing the 8080 port number. We can see that the application is up. So this is the way the application is being deployed in the production environment. Now let's see how I am configuring the Jenkins job as well as the Git repository so that we can have an automatic Jenkins job trigger whenever we do a Git push. So in our Git repository, I open the integration and services and I have created a Jenkins services inside it. So it triggers the Jenkins server at this URL and it calls the endpoint git notify commit. And whenever we have a git notify commit hit the Jenkins server, all the build jobs that are present for this repository inside the Git server and which are pooling in place triggers automatically. So now let's do a dummy commit and see how if we are having a job triggered or not. So this is my Git repository here, and I have already created a git commit. Let's push it. So the code is now pushed. We can go to the GitHub repository and have a look at the commits. We can see that we have a commit push right now. If we go to the Jenkins server, we can see that the job has been triggered here and it is running now. So this is the way we are triggering a job build whenever there is a git push.